system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open-minded, but I do not rock with none aligned. My state of mind is to
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Smith. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. To throw is Prescott. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Play action now, Prescott. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. Smith catches left side. Call it a gain of a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best deep.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Moon. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. It's Moon. Flush to his right. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a first down throw, Moon. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. Give yourself a big...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Now Moon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. A play fake. Now Moon. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Right there, 54.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. Now Moon. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Moon. Dumps it off to Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A final shot before break. Moon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin them back here at the 7-yard line. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Moon to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. To throw, Moon. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Tony on the return. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Smith once more. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Moon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Moon. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Sliding out of the pocket. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And got his man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with a...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Moon. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Smith trying to run for it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, Prescott. It's caught, Smith. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, It would have been 2 scores. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Mixon again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll run with Mixon. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now Prescott. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he is out up around the 15-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing here, Prescott. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Prescott. And he's got his big tight end here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Smith. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Smith. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Smith. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They'll run for it here with Smith. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Prescott here to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they shouldn't.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Able to slither by. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Moon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halting at the 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.